phase, scale, and axis on our RMC Tools. Open up your program. Find out what axis it is that you're going to scale. Today I'm going to do the RAM. Open up the tuning tools. I want to set up the buttons for my axis for the RAM or axis 1. I want to send it back to 0. I'm just going to give it an open loop rate. It doesn't say that here. Just click this button. Select open loop. We want to go slow, so we're going to go -1 volt. To extend, we're going to go out. Same thing, open loop rate. Selected there. We want to go out 1 volt just to do it slow. Once you have those buttons set up, then you can open up your RMC Tools. And on this side over here, you want to find the axis that you're dealing with. In my case, it's the RAM. I'm going to launch this position, scale, and offset wizard. That's going to bring up the scale and offset wizard for my axis. Just verify that it's the right axis here. Once I have all this set up, now I can start my machine up. These buttons will control the axis, and this will actually scale it. You want to be sure that the machine's empty and clear for the axis to move, because once it takes off, there's nothing stopping it except for you. You are in complete control. If anything goes wrong while it's moving and you're not close enough to an E-stop, you can halt the controller with this button here. Once I turn the machine on, you might not be able to hear me. So what I'm going to do is go online. Now that I'm online with this controller, and make sure that I'm on the right keys here. I want to make sure that we're on this axis. When I press these buttons, if the wrong axis here is selected, whatever is selected here is what is going to move. So let's get that set up. Ready to go here, ready to go there. I don't know why that came off. Let's bring that back up. I'm going to turn the machine on now. First thing I'm going to do is mark 0. What I want to do is I want to come over here and I want to make sure, like I said, make sure you're controlling the right axis. I'll send this back. When it gets back to its bottom out position, it'll hold that 1 bolt on there, thus holding it back. You mark 0. Once it's marked 0, you extend it out. Watch it though, because it's going to move, and like I said, if anything, it needs to stop it here. Once it makes that position, it'll hold that 1 bolt on there. You mark that position. This value is 0. It's our lowest, our first measured value is where we want to be home. This is going to be whatever the stroke of your cylinder is. Once you have that done, you just hit next, next, next. Those numbers that they're showing you are what it's changing. I've never had to change those 2 values, so I just want you to go right through that. After that's done, if you go back to your RMC Tools, you'll see that those numbers have changed. Now you need to download it into the controller. So we go in here, download all to the controller. It's going to tell you it needs to be shut down, all that. Hit yes, and yes, it should be fine. Once that's done, you also must go back and update the flash. Once you've updated the flash, now the controller will hold on to them values. If you do not update the flash, once you cycle power, even though you downloaded these values to the controller, they will not be held. Once that's done, save your project, and you are done.